Hi guys, today I want to do something different. I want to ask the cards if my crush is in love with me because I can feel it. So yeah, let's pick a card. Okay, Three of Swords. I just need a little clarification here. So let's pick another card. Five of Cups. Okay, a little bump in the road, right? But that's nothing. Let's see what's next. Eight of Swords. Okay, let's do something different. Eight of Cups. I'm gonna just ask the card how he feels about me. Uh, okay, well, that's nothing because I'm sure the universe has something in store for us. So I just need a little clarification to understand the process. Oh, Two of Cups. I knew it. I knew it, guys. He's in love with me, of course. Yay! Hello, Saturnians. So today I want to share with you a few tips to read tarot cards, especially if you are a beginner and you are just learning how to read tarot. Tip number one is all cards have a light and a shadow aspect, all of them. And I'll start with the obvious ones. Sometimes beginners think that cards like the Devil or the Tower are always bad cards. You know, the Devil might mean that somebody's being very manipulative, that somebody's abusing power, that somebody's evil, has a hidden agenda, and such and such. And while it can be true, depending on your question, the devil could mean something completely different. It could mean that you have enough self power to achieve your goals. It might mean that you are in tune with your instincts and your instinctive knowledge to carry on a project. It might mean that for once in life, you will think about yourself rather than, thinking about other people or other things. So you have to observe the question to have an idea whether the devil is good or bad. The same with the tower. Now, the tower can be a wonderful card if you are in a bad relationship, if you are in a job that you don't like, if you feel stuck or trapped in a situation that you can't change. When the tower comes up, it means that you will break free, that you will escape that situation. And then the tower reversed would actually mean the shadow side of the tower not being able to escape at all. So you want to get the tower upright in this case, right? It all depends on your question and the context of your question. Of course, the tower is not a good card if everything is going fine for you and you are in a stable situation, because then that means that some changes are going to happen. So it all depends on the context. Of course, good cards like the Star also have a shadow side. The Star, of course, it means great things, but depending on your question, it could mean that you are relying too much on faith, on external circumstances, that you are just waiting for something to happen because you trust the universe. And sometimes you don't have to trust the universe, you have to trust yourself. If you get the star in a challenging position, it usually means that you are expecting something to happen, but you're not really relying on your own ability to achieve your goals. And finally, we have the lovers. The lovers is great. Everybody loves to get the lovers, especially if you're in a relationship. But if you get the lovers in a challenging position, the lovers could mean that you are relying too much on your relationship, that you are maybe expecting too much from the other person, that you cannot be happy if you're not in a relationship, which means that you're not happy with yourself and then you need somebody else. So there is this possibility too when you get the lovers either reversed or in a challenging position. Again, it depends on the context of your question. So you have to learn to interpret the cards according to the question. Okay, next. Tip number 2 is word your questions clearly. Okay, so what I see happening all the time is that you're just sitting there thinking about your crush, the last time you met, the things they told you, and blah, blah, blah. And then you pick a card. And let's say it's the Fool. Now, because you were having all these random thoughts and you never really chose a specific point of view to ask a question, we don't know whether the Fool is talking about where the relationship is going, or if the Fool is talking about your crush's personality, or if the Fool is talking about the conversation that you had with this person. So the right way to do it is to ask a question clearly and choose a point of view. You could ask something like, tell me where this relationship is going. And then you get the Fool. You know it's about a new beginning, a new exciting beginning, but maybe casual, no strings attached, right? Or maybe if you ask something like, tell me something about this person, and then you get the Fool, we know that the Fool is talking about a carefree personality, or maybe somebody who doesn't really want a proper relationship and just wants a casual thing. So, word your question clearly. Okay, next. Tip number 3 is make decisions before you pick the cards. Now, as you shuffle the deck, you have to decide whether you're going to use reversals or not, whether you're going to use spreads and which spreads you're going to use. And then you also have to word your questions clearly, because if you do this after you have shuffled and picked your cards, you did not give a chance to your subconscious mind to arrange the cards according to your questions. You see? You also did not give a chance to your subconscious mind to decide which card it is going to use to answer your question. So you want to establish a bridge of communication between your subconscious mind and the cards. That's why you need to decide that before you pick any card. So if you decide that you're not going to use reversals and that you're going to use a certain spread, and then you word your question clearly, you will notice that it's going to be much easier to interpret the meaning of the card, because there will be no hesitation. You will have worded your question clearly. You will have decided whether you're going to use reversals or not, and you will have decided the position of the card in the spread. So there is really no room for doubt and hesitation. I know this doesn't work for everybody. Some people like to, free flow when doing a tarot reading. But if you are a beginner, I think this is the best thing to do until you're comfortable enough to experiment with different methods. Okay, next tip is resist the urge to pick 77 clarification cards. Okay, I think this is self-explanatory, but the thing is, when you ask a question and you don't really understand what that card means in relation to your question, resist the urge to keep picking clarification cards until you get the card that you want. Okay, so there is a contract between you and your cards, and we have to assume that the one card that you pick is going to answer your question. So meditate on it, think about it before you keep picking new clarification cards. Okay? Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Saturnarian. Shh.